इस वीडियो को हिंदी भाषा में देखने के लिए सेटिंग्स में जाकर हिंदी ऑडियो चुनें।
Namaskar and welcome to Simplify Your Space. I hope all your Diwali preparations are in full swing. Finally, I've got some time to decorate my home. This time, as you know, I got a bit late because of some maintenance work and travel plans. So I have taken out my pitara of Diwali decor items, basically this big box where I store all my decoration stuff. I actually have one or two more boxes like this. I have been using the same decor pieces for many years now, though I do add a few new ones every year. After every Diwali, I carefully pack everything back in boxes, and that's why all these items are still in perfect condition. So let's start with the living room. First thing first, I need to change the cushions. For Diwali, a few fancy cushions always look nice, right? I have these beautiful white cushion covers from last year. They have golden leaf patterns on them. I am going to use them again and pair them with these stunning yellow cushion covers that I recently bought. They are made of velvet and have delicate golden embroidery in a leaf design. I also have another set of cushion covers that I got from Westside a while ago. These have lovely embroidery and sequin work with tree pattern on them. So let's get them all ready. While I was putting the cushions together, I realized that the fillers had got quite flat and were not giving proper support. The covers were looking a bit loose. So here is a quick tip. When your cushion fillers lose shape, just use two fillers in one cover. Trust me, they'll fit perfectly and look nice and plump. For the other set of cushions, the covers turned out a bit bigger than the fillers, and I did not want to buy new ones just for that. So to fix it, I rolled up a bedsheet according to the cushion's width, placed it inside the cover first, and then inserted the filler. And look, the cushions are ready. You can't even tell there was a size issue. If your cushion covers are beautiful and complement your sofa, they instantly elevate the whole living room. You really don't need to do much else. My sofa is green, so this white and yellow contrast looks absolutely perfect. Now let's move on to decorate the TV unit and side table. Since it's a festive decor, I am adding a little color and using some runners first. They really help highlight the decorative pieces. These bubble candles look so cute. I had a few left from last year, so I am using them again here. Next, I have a small hack for flower vases. You know how it's tricky to fix flowers properly in vases that have a wide mouth? The stems tend to spread out or lean to one side. So here is what you can do. First, tie the bunch of flowers tightly together using Velcro or a rubber band. This keeps them neat and prevents them from spreading out. But if the vase has a wide mouth, the bunch might still tilt to one side and won't stand upright in the center. For that, you can use an old water bottle with a narrow mouth. Since flowers can be heavy, add a few garden stones inside the bottle for weight and stability. Now place this bottle right in the center of the vase and fix your flower bunch inside it. See how nicely the flowers stand upright now. Right in the middle, not leaning to the sides. This little trick not only makes your flower arrangement look more elegant and balanced, but it also fills up the corner of your table beautifully. Along with that, I am adding this leaf-shaped tray that I got from IKEA about 2 years ago. And on top of it, I am placing these white LED pillar candles. They instantly add a warm and festive vibe. For the center table, I recently picked up this beautiful ethnic table runner. It looks so elegant. It has elephant printed on both sides and the fabric is of really good quality with slight velvety finish. It also complements my cushions perfectly. In the center, I'm placing a round wooden tray and on top of that, I'll be keeping a set of candle stand. But since the tray is wooden, the golden decor pieces don't really pop on it. So here comes the next step. To highlight golden decor pieces, always use a tray that has a colored or printed base. Or if you don't have one, no worries. You can simply line the base with a solid colored or printed fabric or even a piece of gift wrapping paper. I had this beautiful wrapping paper lying around, so I cut it into a round shape and placed it inside the tray. Now look at the difference. Just by adding a pop of color, all the items are standing out so beautifully. And of course, no Diwali is complete without some hanging lights. Now I'm putting up these diya-shaped hanging lights on the curtain rod. To hang them neatly, I'm using these transparent loop locks. The same ones usually used to attach tags to clothes. They give a very clean finish, and since they are super thin, they're hardly visible. If your string light is a bit short and don't reach the switchboard, you can use a male-female extension wire like this. It easily connects to hanging lights and is available online or at any electrical shop. Wow, these lights look so beautiful. To add a bit more color, I am also hanging these decorative door hangings. They go perfectly with the lights and give such a festive touch. Oh, and one more quick tip. You can even repurpose small fancy door hangings as curtain ties. They look really beautiful and instantly elevate the look of your curtains. While checking something on Amazon recently, I came across these Rangoli style floor mats and they look so pretty that I decided to order a few to try. And they turned out even better in real life. If you're someone who doesn't know how to make Rangoli or just doesn't have enough time, these mats work as a perfect alternative. And with that, our living room Diwali decoration is complete. Right outside the living area is the foyer area, so let's decorate that next. Here I am placing an urli and adding some fresh roses to it. They instantly bring such a lovely and divine vibe to the space. On the floor, I am keeping these tea light candle stands and I'll be placing diyas on them. On this wall, I am putting up a set of jharokas. They look beautiful when you place small LED tea lights inside them. Along with that, I am adding these MDF diya cutouts for a festive touch. To fix wall decor easily without damaging the paint, you can use transparent silicone tape like this. Just use a small piece so that you can remove it easily later on. For the floor decor, I have got these marigold garlands. I'll just fold them in a round shape and place them. On top of that, I am adding these Rangoli cutouts. If you want to do a quick and easy Diwali decoration, this is one of the simplest ways to make your floor look festive and beautiful. Next comes the Mandir area. On the inside wall, I have hung these marigold hangings, and on the door, I will be adding a toran in the same color combination. I have had this toran for years. I keep switching its place every Diwali, sometimes on the door, sometimes around the mandir. I recently changed the garlands and asan of the Bhagwanji, so I am not touching those for now. On the sides, I am adding this 3-step diya set, and in the center, I am placing a lotus shaped diya along with a cute little dhoopdani. I am keeping the floor decor simple here as well. I have joined 2 garlands together and shaped them into a round mat. On top of that, I am using white flowers to make a swastik. The mandir decoration is all done, so now let's finish up the dining area. I did not have any fancy table cover for my dining table, but here is a quick hack. If you have a beautiful dupatta, you can easily use it as a table cover. I am using this gorgeous ethnic print dupatta that has cute tassels on the edges. It looks so elegant when spread out on the table. On top of that, I am adding a table runner in the center to highlight the decor even more. For the centerpiece, I am placing an urli and filling it with fresh flowers again. And on the sides, I am adding tea light candle stands to complete the setup. By the window, I am also hanging these tea light holders which look absolutely beautiful when the candles are lit. And that's it, our dining area decoration is complete too. And finally, let's decorate the entrance area, the most welcoming part of the home. First thing of course is the toran. This beautiful lotus toran is the one I had used in the Mandir last year, but this time I am putting it up at the entrance. Next to the window, I am hanging these matching lotus hangings which go perfectly with the toran. To add a bit more festive touch, I have also added some pom-pom hangings on both sides. They instantly brighten up the whole look. Now coming to the rangoli. Honestly, this time I did not put in a lot of effort. I am keeping it simple and using a rangoli mat here as well. To make it look a bit grand, I have surrounded it with marigold garlands. In the center, I have placed a big urli filled with rose petals, and right in the middle, I am adding a lotus-shaped LED flower which look absolutely stunning when lit up. These MDF rangoli cutouts are also a big time saver. You can fill them with rangoli colors or small decorative stones and your rangoli is ready in minutes. I'll be placing a few of these near the door for an added festive touch. And to give it that final divine feel, I'm putting up some mitti ke diyas around the setup. They look so beautiful and instantly bring the warm Diwali vibe. The decoration is finally complete. Now let's light up all the diyas and candles. Since we are lighting up all the diyas and candles now, here is a quick tip I want to share with you. This candle lighter is super handy, especially when you're using deep candle holders. You don't have to struggle to reach inside or risk burning your fingers. You can easily light all the candles with it. The best part, it's rechargeable and comes with a charging cable. Definitely a very useful tool for any festive setup. And now let's take a look at the final look of the home decor. I really hope you all love it as much as I enjoyed setting it up. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and share and subscribe to Simplify Your Space for more videos like this. Wish you all a very happy and safe Deepawali. Bye bye.